Hi everybody, it's Michael and Julie here again, and with the beautiful Rose, and we're coming to you from Carcassonne on our inaugural Solas retreat.
Yes,
and Rose and some others have joined us, which is absolutely wonderful.
Fantastic. So bonjour Rose, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm a hypno-psychotherapist and I specialise in past life regression therapy.
Very good.
Wonderful. And you're based down in Cork, are you?
Yes.
Super.
Yeah, in Cork.
So we lured Rose and her lovely husband Robert over to Carcassonne and Montsegur for our first Solace retreat, and Rose also celebrated her birthday, so it was a special few days. But we're going to put the details about what Rose offers, her therapies and services in the chat below so people can contact her. Would you like to tell people a little bit about what you do, because some of our viewers may not be sure what that involves?
Yeah. Well, I suppose the hypno-psychotherapy is kind of speaks for itself, but the past life regression is where a lot of people come sometimes with physical problems that they can't seem to understand or overcome, or emotional things, or just a fascination for past life regression, which I believe that fascination is a confirmation really. And so they come for various reasons, and I actually facilitate a past life regression, you could call it a journey, with them. A lot of people come and they've never had it before, maybe never even hypnotherapy. So they're coming really kind of in faith, thinking, I feel drawn and I'm going to do this. But we set our intention. We have to have a good chat before we start, and then I will walk them through that experience, which is very subjective and it's very emotional for a lot of people. As in they say afterwards, I didn't think I'd get into it to the degree I did, but there is great healing available through it. The recognition of the past life, first of all, is something, but then depending on what happened for them in that life, maybe sometimes with regard to the people they're dealing with relationship wise in this life, or fears or phobias, or all kinds of stuff. It's so limitless really, but how they lived and how they died is incredibly important. So there might be a lot of, we have to move slowly. So it can generally take about 3 hours, but it doesn't seem like that to the person coming in, with all hypnotherapy or even any kind of meditation or trance-like states, there's time distortion. So you really don't know, it doesn't seem like that at all. But from someone who's never had anything like that done to people who've been into healing in various ways, it doesn't really matter, Now for other people, they say, I'm not even sure if there are past lives, And then what I would say to them in that case is that it can be used like a metaphor. But by the end of it, they generally feel, oh wow, I wasn't expecting that. But the healing can be profound. For a lot of people, it would be gradually, maybe over a few months or that, or in the course of a year, they'd say, gosh, when I look back now, what I had an issue or a problem with, or what was going on for them, has changed a lot. But they didn't see the changes along the way. There have been some people who very dramatically, within a week or a month, would come back and say that the dynamics of that relationship or whatever it has changed incredibly. But for most people, it's a slow and steady over a period of time. So, there could be several past lives playing into a particular issue. So I do say to people, look, as much as each session is a standalone session, and very often maybe that's all somebody needs, we may have to do 1 or 2 over a year and see how it goes, because it could be several feeder lives all coming into this one issue that is presenting itself in this current life, but there's a couple of really important feeder lives. So it could be done in 1, it could take 3, but this isn't something you rush.
Yes.
This is something over a year and a half.
Good.
And that's it.
Good, yeah.
Well, we'll certainly put the details up, Rose. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people would be interested in getting in touch with you. Michael and I have done some past life regression. We believe we had a lifetime in France. Before we finished, do you think you had a lifetime here too after your experience in Carcassonne and Montsegur?
Yeah, well, I must say, I believe the places we end up going to are not haphazardly happening anyway. But yeah, I would think Montsegur, even more so than Carcassonne, really did resonate. Of course, the story of the Cathars, not the story, but the history of the Cathars hits really strongly. So I would assume so. Yeah.
Right, so you'll be coming back?
Oh, I would hope so.
Right, yeah.
And hopefully you bring Rob too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he wants to, by all means.
Yeah, well, we thoroughly enjoyed having you here and having the others here with us.
Well, it was fabulous
Yeah.
because from start to finish, you facilitated everything, organised everything. We couldn't have had it easier and more pleasant. So for that, thank you very much.
And thank you, and thank Rob, and thank you for joining us for a few minutes this evening. And as Julie says, she'll put all your details in the link below, and we're going to have a nice evening there together.
Absolutely.
Do a small ceremony outside first, and
Yes.
relax and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Great, yes.
very much.
Thank you.
Thanks again,
Thank you.
Rose. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.